got any final thoughts for the show?
Make jukes, not war.
Can we edit that out?
Nope. I had my game face on.
I think we can.
Hello and welcome, you can see my reflection right there, to this brand new Rtr Spec 5 drift car set from Hot Wheels in the Team Transport's Car Culture set. Now I had to pick this thing up when I saw it. You'll see in a future upcoming diecast peg hunting video, because I absolutely love the driver who drives this thing in Formula Drift, or drove it last year should I say, and his name is Adam LZ. You may notice from on the back when I showcase it, Adam LZ or LZMFG right there, which I find incredibly cool. I've supported this guy since about 2015, coming up 10 years now, and the growth has been unreal. So without further ado, let's get this thing open and have a true look about how Hot Wheels has done this thing and if they've nailed it or not. We're going to start with packaging, how this thing looks. Usual, as to be expected with Team Transport, we have an insert inside. None of that is really necessary to us right now. We're on about card art. Now on the front there, you see the RTR, the actual building itself, which RTR uses, which I find really cool. An RTR Transport, which is the Aerolift, and the Mustang Spec 5, which is what we've actually got on why I bought this thing. Now the building on the front is the genuine RTR businesses, which I find really cool, the fact that they've done that. It's not just a general vague sort of thing, it is real, which I find quite cool that they include that little detail. And on the back you see we have the Mustang, sorry, no, that's not the Mustang there, Dodge Power Wagon, and probably the second coolest in this set, the Sylvia S13, which I have to go and pick up when I have the money, because that is really cool. It's already been out in mainline once, so it'll be cool to compare it directly to the premium. So we have the Aerolift out now with the Mustang on the back, which we're going to remove for the time being. We've had a look at this thing before, and we've had a look at the things like the RTR, no, not the RTR, sorry, the RWB Porsche 911 that we looked at a few years ago from Hewitt. Shout out to Hewitt Hot Wheels for that. Absolute legend in the community. If you haven't already seen him, go over there, support him, because he's been an absolute huge supporter of me over the past few years. And I have endless amounts of gratitude for him. He's helped me a lot. Anyway, into the Aerolift. We'll have a look at it. On the front end, as usual, we see these lensed headlights. Of course, Twice Diecast loves them, as well as these indicators here, and a nice little lip. I really like the way this truck looks. It's like a Japanese sort of little truck. And Fun Haver, which is the slogan for RTR, which actually means ready to rock, if you didn't know that. Windshield wipers. Something that's always sort of weirded me out about this cast is the fact that it's left-hand drive. Now I think it should be right-hand drive since it's a Japanese truck. However, I may be wrong. I don't know the design of this thing, I don't know what his intentions were. On the side, I think the wheels they've chosen for it are absolutely perfect. They've got a huge fat wall, which is perfect. Fun Haver on the side, and this matte black, which looks really, really good. RTR vehicles on there, and the logos, and some nice lines that come all the way from the back, all the way forward, if you follow the screwdriver of truth, all the way forward there. And of course you can see the party piece of this thing is not that it looks really cool. This is probably one of my favourite transporters, is the fact that you slide it all the way back. Oops, that also happens, but you just slot it right again, all the way back until you see it click. It's because I did it one-handed, and you can drive the car right up there, put it on, and then coming all the way forward, just like that, and it looks brilliant. The car is perfectly proportioned, I'd say, considering it's a big old Mustang. I'd say it's absolutely nailed on, bang on. Now moving on to the main beauty of this thing, we see the Mustang. Now this thing is absolutely perfect. Now I'm a huge supporter of Adam LZ slash LZMFG. In fact, soon I'll have a shirt. Shout out to my favourite cousin Alex, who lives in California. And this thing is absolutely perfect. This is a rendition of Adam LZ's 2022 season Ford Mustang Spec 5 RTR drift car for Formula Drift. He was in Pro-Am 1, I believe, or Pro 1, and drifted this thing absolutely beautifully around the corners. And we'll start on the back for a change, just to mix it up, where we see details such as the rear lights, RTR badging, and this rear wing perfectly colour coded. I will include reference photos throughout this video, as I will have them saved. Onto the side, where you'll see this really nice sort of colour fade where it goes from black in a hexagonal pattern, with triangles of course, all the way up to the light green, which Adam LZ is actually known for his bright colours throughout everything he owns. So I love the fact that they've used this livery on this car, not a previous one or a future one. I love this livery, probably one of my favourite liveries ever ran. I'd love to see his S15 drift car, Formula Drift, sorry, up in that, but we can always see. The wheels are very, very nice. These classic sort of nice multi-spoke wheels which look fantastic. And this is the first RTR / premium Mustang I actually have, and I love the body kit on it. You can see it's a very angular and aggressive body kit. Just judging off this little lip here, which is present all the way in, it cuts in and out, and it is just really aggressive. You've got this really extended front lip on the front end. If we can get a little bit focus, there we go. It's a really extended body line that goes all the way around the car, which I think looks really good. You'll see LZ with the Formula Drift logo there, and number 5, which is the number he raced in. But something odd I have found about this cast is that his main sponsors are missing, which is AutoZone, which is of course the American sort of auto retailer or supplier, sort of like Halfords here in the UK. And that is missing. There's supposed to be a huge logo across here, of course, in this blank space, and on the bonnet around here. And I thought that was really, really odd. I'm not sure why. Hot Wheels decided to miss that out, but it's there. It's not there. Of course, Drift HQ, which Adam LZ is a co-owner of. Rtr, which is the tyres they run in that series. BC Racing, which is the suspension they use. LZMFG, which is Adam LZ's clothing brand. VP, which I believe is either engine oil or fuel. Might be wrong there. And this little logo, I can't remember what they're called, but that is safety for drivers. Of course, Ford, we all know what Ford is. RTR, which is ready to rock. Pennzoil, which is oil. Type S, I'm not sure what they do. Optima, I'm not sure what they do as well. NGK, and also this logo right here, which are both the same company and both do similar things. So NGK spark plugs, of course, and I'm not sure what the other one is, but I think it's NTK, not sure, but it's the same company. Details are absolutely fantastic all around this thing. It's definitely one of my favourite, if not my favourite, full stop premium ever. This thing is just perfect. I'd love to see more of LZ's cars in the Hot Wheel lineup. On the front end, you'll see a brilliant amount of detail on this thing all throughout. You can see the usual RTR grille lights, Rtr, and all the way around this thing, like sort of like a big lip. You can see headlights, Pennzoil, more little lips. It just looks brilliant. I'm just absolutely in love with this thing. You know I'm in love with it when I just can't stop talking about it. There's an RTR ban over there with a bit of a weird mark on my windscreen. Being like that since I opened it, no idea why or what happened to it, but hey, I assume it's rubbing from the bit of the packaging right about there, which is a shame. Hot Wheels, fix this please. Fun haver continued, and also more tiny intricate details like that around on the roof. So the verdict, should you pick this thing up or not? Even if you're in the UK, the US, wherever you're watching, should you pick it up? Well, is that even a question? Obviously, yes. It's a great car, and even if you don't like Adam LZ or drifting itself, it looks brilliant. And the truck, well, that's just fantastic. You know my opinion of the Aerolift. I absolutely love the thing. So should you pick it up? Of course, do it. It's brilliant. It's absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love it. Do it. So, as you always know, it's now time for a little bit of photos. But first, I'd like to give a huge shout out to our great friend Michael Martello, who's having a big, tough time at the moment. Please, everyone, just wish him support in the comments, and hope he returns to the community very, very soon and gets through it, because no matter what, we'll always be here for everyone in the community. So, without further ado, that little shout out. Stay safe, everyone. Have fun, and of course, stay juke'ing.